Hey guys, Chris here again for Project Nerf, and today we've got a very special and in-depth review, the FDL2 from Jesse at Project Fdl in Georgia. We're going to cover the blaster in several key areas. Performance, to include its muzzle velocity and rate of fire, its ergonomics and ease of use, its adaptability and possibility as a multi-role blaster in a battle, its cosmetics, and overall, is it worth the price point? Would like to mention one thing before we get started. While it's not pertinent to the overall review of the blaster itself, I would like to say that it arrived just beautifully packed. The blaster was bubble wrapped very well inside a box, professionally labeled Project FDL. That box was bubble wrapped and placed inside of a larger box. And again, not pertinent to the blaster, but I think it's important to mention because it helps you to understand what kind of individual you're dealing with. It's obviously someone that cares that his product reaches his consumer in perfect working condition. So, with that, let's get started. Okay, let's discuss some of the blaster's cosmetics. As you can see here, it's actually pretty streamlined. Uh, know that a lot of people have given Jesse grief or negative reviews over the appearance of it. I think all in all, it's just a very decent looking kind of meat and potatoes all business style blaster. There's not really anything on here that doesn't need to be on it. The large cover at the top, of course, covers our electronics, and the panel on the side is all of the user controls. And I would like to mention that these two knurled knobs, while not my favorite, Jesse includes two 3D printed ones to match the fire selector. He also included a orange flywheel cage for the bottom, so that way it applies to various state laws. And this stock attachment point and the screws to attach it, those are all tapped, and it just goes right on there, accepts any in-strike Nerf stock. So all in all, gonna have to give the blaster about an 8.5 out of 10. I really do like the way it looks. It's grown on me a whole lot, and I think it will grow on you too. Ergonomics and ease of use. Ergonomics being how easy is it to handle and how comfortable is it, and I think it's quite good. The handle is quite oversized. With that stock attachments, you can attach anything you like. Raider stock is generally what I like to run on it. The mag release button down here probably wouldn't hurt it to be a little bit longer. I don't have any trouble with it, but then again, I do have very small hands. For ease of use, you flip the main switch. Piece of cake right there. I love the beeping sound the blaster makes. And then with the knobs, you select your mode of fire, which is semi-automatic, 2-shot burst, 3-shot burst, or full auto. We'll set that to first setting here. This one is for the spin up of the flywheels or power, and this one is for rate of fire. So now they've cranked all the way up, pull the trigger, and the microcontroller takes over and does everything for you. Gonna have to rate ease of use and ergonomics 9.5 of 10. I really think it's a quality feel. The weight's great. It's comfortable. It's easy to use, making it really enjoyable to get out and play with. All right, let's talk about overall build quality. The first thing that one notices about it is it's got a good solid weight to it. It's actually a little bit heavier than a stock Rapid Strike. It weighed in at just a hair under 4 pounds with our 2200 milliamp LiPo battery in it. So it's got a little bit of weight to it, but it really feels good. Secondly, the quality of the 3D printing, and I hope it shows on camera, is excellent. It is one of the better 3D prints I think I've ever seen, and this is coming from somebody who is a known hater of 3D printed parts just because of their texture and feel. The electronics, it's pertinent to say that this is my personal blaster. It wasn't loaned to me for the purpose of this review. I purchased it at retail price, so I felt that I had the right to take it apart and have a look at what's inside to save you guys the agony of doing that. And all of the parts on the inside of the blaster are also of a good quality. So overall, for build quality, gonna have to give it a 10. It's excellent. It's really sturdy and built well, and we've put probably 1,000 rounds to this thing, and it's never hiccuped one time. So for durability and reliability, definitely a 10 out of 10. I would also like to say that with the Wi-Fi app on this, I'm gonna have to give a bonus point for peace of mind. I can take this to an HVZ, set it to its maximum capacity, maximum power, maximum fire rate, and it is an incredibly effective blaster. Yet, if my niece is up and I want to remove this panel, lock the blaster into whatever mode I want, whatever power settings, whatever rate of fire settings, with the Wi-Fi app where she can't alter it, it's safe for her to take it out and play with her little friends. And then you don't have any parents yelling and screaming at you about their kids getting bruised up. So for peace of mind, we're going to add a bonus point. Because I think that's a really cool and neat feature. Okay, go ahead and do the Chrono Test on the FDL2. As you can see, we've got everything set up and ready to go here. We're going to get the blaster on, set it to full power. We're going to run an 18 stick through it and see what we get. All right, let's take a look here and see what we got. We got 9 reads out of the set here. Our high was 156, low was 135, and our average was 146 feet per second. Guys, that's exceptional performance. These brushless motors really, really do nicely. So performance, definitely 10 out of 10. Okay, we're going to do a full auto rate of fire test on the FDL2 here. We've got an 18 stick loaded up with brand new Zombie Strike Elite darts. And we've got everything cranked all the way up, so let's get this thing on and see what it does. That's pretty fast. All right, and lastly, let's discuss the FDL2's value for its cost. I purchased this blaster at retail, and with shipping, it was a little bit under 320 US dollars, which is quite expensive for a blaster. However, with its excellent build quality, its very reasonable cosmetics, its adaptability, its ability to take on virtually any role in a gaming environment, it's peace of mind that comes from the Wi-Fi app, being able to give it to your kids and them not get hurt or their friends. Is it worth the money? Yes, I believe it is. I would highly recommend to anybody, get with Jesse. Get one. He offers them in most base colors that you can do primary and trim in. He includes several little accessories that we discussed earlier in the video. And I really, really do think the FDL2 is a value for the money. Guys, till next time, this is Chris for Project Nerf saying have a blast.